It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Washington Commanders and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
11, Tommy. 11.
Burrow looking to pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
Tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Burrow. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Touchdown, Washington. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. They started on the ground. And right away, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to,
Here we go.
But this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Back to throw, Corral. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Devontae Smith from 8 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 18 yards the gain for number 18. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, Winston. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And the Commanders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
12. 11.
Inside handoff down to Fournette. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First down. Here's Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. Already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Following the interception, Winston. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Jameis to throw it. He's got Allen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think when they look at the offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Falcons! Great effort there. 30 yards. And the Falcons are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 13-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow dancing to his left. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Fournette, a first down carry. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On one, ready?
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they go play action now. Burrow. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the top rope there for the completion.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great touchdown, Washington. David Njoku, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the game's being played now, this is just what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They'll be dominant, keep throwing it around.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. To throw is Winston. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Here we go, here we go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now Burrow on first down. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. He got out of the pocket there as well. What he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling. His receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Running on first down, Eckler. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Winston. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now Winston. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, Eckler. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards there, and a first down for the Falcons.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A first down throw for Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Draw play, it's Eckler. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Carlson able to put this one through. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 41, Corral. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30. So that's now back-to-back drive CD with a win with an interception.
I don't know about you. Every time my quarterback go over, put an arm around him and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown.
When you play with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. Well, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
11 MT,
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Let me see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11.
Burrow going for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation.
Here we go.
And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down, the ways to go here, 3rd and 14. Looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could get every move in the book out. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Here we go.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Burrow will throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
First down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Open man is Anderson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
11 mighty.
And Burrow going to throw again. It completes it once more to Anderson. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
And these two hooked up on a nice game to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. David Njoku, as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Play fake. Winston. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them to make it room for themselves. Now, they just pick up the pace of scale a little bit. So expect them to come back, continue to throw the ball effectively.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Winston. He finds his target, Allen. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Jameis to throw it. Touchdown! A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listen to history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
All right, ready?
Up the gut, Fournette. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
11,
and they send the slot in motion left.
Slow. 11.
From just shy of midfield, Burrow. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now Burrow. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to work. Taking it right down Broadway. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one?
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, the tide definitely seems to be turning in this 3rd quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. The offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, Winston. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Eckler now between the tackles. Devontae Wyatt there for the stop.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
2nd and 5 now. Winston. His throw incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Winston. throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Now Winston on fourth down. And Allen's got it. Touchdown, Falcons. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Falcons get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 coming.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
11.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Gun. Got it.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And the Falcons will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. Just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they run a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused. And here, he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Boy, 196 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Here's Winston. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Touchdown! Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Here we go.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
11. Go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Hey, you gotta go score. Let's go.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. At this point, down big. You'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Go.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play call is thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Steps away to his left. Completed out left to Dobbs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. John Ross from 19 yards away. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful of those throws, especially to the outside. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Once more, here's Eckler. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. But 209 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now a first carry. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. The guard out for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Ready.
Fourth down, Winston. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Here we go.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Here we go, here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Over the middle, that's... Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. And they had it there so close to the goal line. A chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making a play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The handoff, it's Eckler. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Now Winston. And Winston lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the fourth. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. What a big fourth quarter fumble recovery a moment ago. And now they are set up with a chance to take the lead. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. To throw is Winston. Tunyon's got it on the out route. And he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Winston. Allen has it, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing, Winston. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Very sharp here to start this drive. 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Winston to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. He finds his man complete. That's Bass. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And that'll keep this a 1-point game. Well, befitting a tight game like this, it all came down to the wire. But in the end, the field goal to win, it goes Baker.
Oh, man, that is a tough way to lose a football game. You put yourself in position, and you give yourself a chance. But it's just not meant to be.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1. And one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Washington, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory.